claim certain local news and private organizations have excluded them from forums and their coverage. They go on to say this strips voters of their right to see and hear from all candidates. The 8 candidates who supported this statement are on your screen. They say they're calling on all organizations and the press to provide equal access to all candidates. The mayoral election is currently scheduled to take place on November 2nd. Turning to the pandemic and efforts to get more Georgians.
Dogwoods are changing color.
Juveniles were also detained, but they were released to their parents and will have complaints filed against them. The cause of the fights is still unclear, and the fair just ended tonight with no other incidents.
Reportedly planned to target 3 specific faculty members. They also referred to themselves as natural-born killers in a group message thread. One of the teens' parents went to the police after they discovered those text messages. A police search later revealed a stockpile of homemade explosives and plans for making pipe bombs. Some in the community say they were horrified when they learned what these students were up to.
I was like, no, this can't be real. It's terrible for 15-year-olds to be planning to actually murder people. It's just beyond belief.
Can only imagine how those parents feel. 2 of the teens are now being tried as adults. On Friday, the school district sent out a letter to the community assuring them that there is no current danger to students or staff members.
Concern that I have are the millions unvaccinated, not only in the United States, but globally. I mean, the pandemic globally, less than 4% of the global population has received a dose of vaccine, and we got to do a better job getting vaccines to the world.
If the Pfizer COVID-19 booster shot is currently recommended for you, then we have a link to book an appointment at a state-run vaccine site right now. It's up on 11alive.com. The Queen
Creighton was last seen Tuesday driving a black BMW near the Renaissance Lofts in downtown Atlanta. Anyone with information should contact the Missing Persons Unit. In the week ahead, the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development will visit Atlanta. Marcia Fudge is expected to meet with Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms tomorrow to discuss affordable housing. Secretary Fudge will also join Habitat for Humanity officials to talk about the Biden administration's Build Back Better agenda. Congress has government shut down, even as lawmakers debate trillions in infrastructure investments. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson has the latest.
President Biden's entire domestic agenda is on the line this week. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi wants to pass a $1 trillion infrastructure bill in addition to the $3.5 trillion social spending bill, the largest in history.
I'm never bringing a bill to the floor that doesn't have the votes. And I think any time you put an arbitrary date, well, remember when the Republicans said they were going to overturn the Affordable Care Act on the anniversary of the Affordable Care Act? I knew right then and then they were doomed.
Pelosi sent a letter to her Democratic colleagues Saturday saying this will be an intense week on Capitol Hill. President Biden says the $3.5 trillion social spending bill will cost nothing. It will be paid for by tax hikes on the wealthy and corporate America. A House Budget Committee yesterday met in a rare Saturday session to okay the $3.5 trillion bill. It's 2,400 pages. That's twice as long as the Bible. Democrats now have to figure out how to pass it and then ram it through the Senate. Republicans say this is not a bipartisan endeavor. Inflation on basic household goods is already up 5% this year. Republicans worry this new spending will crush the U.S. economy.
I've never seen Washington spend so much to kill so many American jobs, to raise prices even higher, and to expand the welfare state, the greatest expansion in our lifetime. This is an economic surrender to China, Russia, and Europe, with saddling American businesses with some of the highest tax rates in the world, which will drive and kill, we think, about 3 million jobs.
The fiscal year ends Thursday. Without a stopgap measure funding the government, Congress could be working some weekends in October. At the White House, Lucas Tomlinson, Fox News.
After it was abandoned in Atlanta. The car was stolen from the BP on Cascade Road last night just before 9. The driver left the car running while inside the gas station. That's when police say the thief jumped in and took off. APD is